I came to Atlanta with nothing but a suitcase. Everything I owned was in that suitcase. I was homeless with nowhere to turn. This is life when you age out of foster care. I was born in Flint, Michigan. I lived with my mom, my twin sister, and two younger sisters. There was a lot of instability. We moved around a lot. I think we stayed in every shelter in Flint, then Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Detroit, and back to Flint. At the end of the day, it was drugs. And when I was 10, my life completely changed, and I went into foster care. The first night that you get removed from your home, everything was in trash bags. So from journals to clothes, stuffed animals was in trash bags. There was no suitcase. There was nothing personal. When you have a suitcase, you think about all the places that you can go versus a trash bag. And a suitcase, you start to dream. So the best way to describe what foster care feels like is turbulence. Think about when you take off on a plane and the captain announced it's going to be bumpy. There's going to be some turbulence, but hold on. We're going to get through it. But you don't know that it's going to be okay when you're going through the motions of foster care. When you're 10, you in this environment. The only thing you know, whether it's good or bad, but it's still what you know. It's still home. So when you get snatched out of the only thing that you know, so many emotions and feelings. Scared, confused, angry. What's going on? Where is my mom? Where are my siblings? This was the day we were taken away. This was August 23rd, 2003. So it was like having my own personal mugshot. I spent a total of 10 years in foster care. So from 10 to age 20. When you have a dream, the dream don't just happen. You really experience a couple of obstacles before you get to that dream. And literally there were moments or times where I would go behind a dumpster and cry because I felt like trash. So much baggage and pain was in my suitcase. So I had physical things, I had emotional things in my bag. And my suitcase was rape, it was suicide, it was neglect, it was abandonment, it was depression, it was anxiety, it was separation from my siblings, especially my twin. That was my baggage in my suitcase. So I had to learn to remove some things out of my suitcase. I had to learn to remove that depression and that suicide and that sense of being abandoned. I had to emotionally remove it out of my suitcase. My suitcase carries my past baggage, trauma, brokenness, and hurt. And those things are part of who I am today. But they're not all that I am. I'm still adding to my suitcase. Friends, relationships, goals, and most of all, my dreams.